I'd like to call the first public hearing to order. Will Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor McBrearty.
Here.
Councilor DeMassey.
She's excused.
Excused. Councilor Hill.
Here.
Councilor Wilmot.
Here.
Councilor Gosick.
He's excused.
Councilor Tesorio.
Here.
Councilor Cordino.
Here.
His Honor the Mayor.
Here.
5 present, 2 excused.
Thank you. The first public hearing is for the proposed amendments to the Code of the City of Oswego, Chapter 257, Vehicles and Traffic, Section 25726, Parking in Public Space Prohibited. Nobody has signed up to speak. Would anybody like to speak on this local law during this public hearing? Seeing none, I will take a motion to adjourn. Councilor Hill, Councilor Cordino. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 5-0-1.
This public hearing is adjourned. The next public hearing on winter parking restrictions starts at 7:10. I'd like to call the second public hearing to order. Clerk, please call the roll.
His Honor the Mayor.
Here.
Councilor McBrearty.
Here.
Councilor DeMassey. Councilor Hill.
Here.
Councilor Wilmot.
Here.
Councilor Gosick.
He's excused.
Councilor Tesorio.
Here.
Councilor Cordino.
Here.
5 present, 2 excused.
For the City of Oswego, Chapter 257, Vehicles and Traffic, Section 25727, Winter Parking Restrictions. I have one person signed. Us and try to keep your comments to 5. Signed up is
Hello. My name is Mark Mariano. I'm on East 9th Street, right off of Utica. I'm not exactly sure if this is the proper place or time, but just out of curiosity for the parking restrictions. Say, I live on East 9th, and I don't know if you, I'm sure you're familiar with the area. I live more on a hill. All right, there's the downward houses and there's the upward houses, and my driveway, in fact, is a 45-degree angle to a flat sidewalk to another driveway. And the way the sidewalk is that I can't really even get up my driveway properly with the car I have without destroying the bottom. I have pictures of the driveway on my phone right now, and basically what I'm asking is, when it comes to restrictions, are there going to be any streets that are going to be allowed to park on the road?
usually if you ask a question, we'll just write it down, and I'll let Councilor McBrearty and some of the council had some input on this, and I'll let them answer the question when we get to it in the agenda, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Anything else besides that?
Oh, that'll be it.
All right. Thank you. That's the only person signed up. Would anyone else like to speak and address the council regarding the winter parking restrictions? Come on up.
Good evening. My name is Tyler Ahart, and I live on 64 West 3rd Street. I live in the Renaissance block, and my fiance and I currently occupy the upper half of a really nice home downstairs. We have a good relationship with our downstairs neighbor, and currently the policy states if there is any driveway space available, there is no permit allowed, from how I understand it. But naturally, her and I each have our own car, so our downstairs neighbor has a vehicle, so it feels like, we're being penalized for having 2 vehicles. I know that's not directly the case, but it is very frustrating. My job requires me to wear a suit, so for 3 months out of the year, I'm walking down at 6 in the morning in slacks with a shovel to shovel myself out of the city lots. There were several occasions. I was plowed in at the city lot. There was actually snow shoved into my vehicle. I know Public Works can't help everybody call, make an attempt, but they were just unavailable. I just know they're limited on staff who can come out. That just happened a lot of instances of that. So it was just kind of a funny sight walking down with my suitcase and everything and my shovel and trying to shove myself out. And this happened several times. Sometimes it's even storming at 6 a.m. too. So it just, so I'm just hoping maybe there's just some more leniency with the permits where people have an additional vehicle. But from the way I understand it right now, it's kind of, if you have a driveway space at all, you will be denied a permit. So thank you.
Anyone else like to speak and address the council on this topic? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Counselor Hill, Counselor Cordino, will clerk please call the roll?
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Public hearing is adjourned. And we have 1 minute till public session. Need that sheet? Has anyone signed up? Oh, thanks. All right, I'd like to start the public session. Same rules. If you'd like to speak, please just step up to the microphone, name and address, 5 minutes or less. Nobody is signed up to speak. Would anyone like to address the Common Council on any subject? Seeing none, I will close public session and the meeting starts at 7. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, please call the roll.
His Honor the Mayor.
Here.
Counselor McBrady.
Here.
Counselor DeMassey.
She's excused.
Counselor Hill.
Here.
Counselor Wilmot.
Here.
Counselor Gosick.
He's excused.
Counselor Tesorio.
Here.
Counselor Cordino.
Here.
5 present, 2 excused.
Thank you. I have nothing under the mayor's report. Any of the common councilors have anything to add? Seeing none, will clerk please call resolution 353?
Approved minutes, Common Council meeting held September 24th, 2018.
Councilor McBrady, Councilor Hill, any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Will clerk please call resolution 354?
Appoint Commissioner of Deeds.
Councilor Tesorio, Councilor Hill, any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Resolution 355.
Approve use of public space, Daniel Batchelor, owner of a single-family dwelling located at 149 West 8th Street, in order to install a 4-foot-high gate.
Councilor Hill, Councilor McBrady, any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Hill. Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Will clerk please in 356?
Approve use of public space, Michael Belden, owner of a single-family dwelling located at 169 East 6th Street, in order to install a new covered porch.
Councilor Wilmot, Councilor Tesorio, any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
57.
Authorize public hearing regarding proposed local law number 6 of the year 2018, a local law amending Chapter 59, alcoholic beverages of the Code of the City of Oswego, New York.
Councilor Hill. Any Councilor Hill.
I'd just like to ask for the council's support in moving this law to a public hearing. What it does is holds accountable those who allow the consumption of alcohol by minors or illegal drug use. This is something that will provide the police department another tool for controlling some of the disruption and disorderly conduct in our neighborhoods. What we've noticed is that there's been a migration from groups of individuals meeting downtown and attending downtown bars and other establishments. And a lot of this is due to those establishments being very diligent about policing underage drinking and making sure that those who do go inside are of legal age. There are strict penalties for establishments who are regulated under the New York State Liquor Authority if they do serve a minor, so we've seen those establishments really doing a good job of keeping them out. And what that's done is it's moved some of those individuals into the neighborhoods, into house parties. Those house parties have grown in size, and as third ward councilor and our first ward councilor McBrady can agree that those complaints have gone up a little bit. So what we're trying to do is just get a handle on this issue, give the police a tool where they can actually go into these gatherings and hold accountable those who are allowing this activity to take place, in a place that they have control over. For decades, we've dealt with issues like this. We are a college town. We do have an excellent relationship with the university, and most students are respectful of our community. They do, there are some who do not, and this is to help us keep that under control and to improve the quality of life for those in our neighborhoods. So I would ask for support. I hope that everyone agrees that this will give the police another opportunity to help us maintain the quality of life that our residents deserve. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor McBrearty.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Clerk, please call Resolution 358.
Approve proposed amendments to the Code of the City of Oswego, Chapter 257, Vehicles and Traffic, Section 257-26D, Parking in Public Space Restricted.
Counselor Tesario, Counselor McBrearty. This legislation light of the changes coming simultaneously. We had two really egregious examples over the past few months here, and it's the paving of green space in the front yard of residential. At this point in time, you can come in, ask for council approval, and have structure, the curbs, sidewalk, front lawn destroyed in order to the front yard of your home. So you dig up the grass and you replace it with a blacktop parking lot. In front of rental property parking, but while they go against everything we promote, aesthetically appealing to in living. If you look at the ideal neighborhood, you see grass and trees. You do not see parking lots in front of homes. So what this legislation does is totally prohibits and outlaws the ability to pave in front of your house. The second part to that argument is for 30, 40 years, landlords who have usually done this type of work to their property have been able to walk into City Hall and get this approval with relative ease. So my argument there is if we've gotten to this point in time where they haven't paved the front yard yet, what is the circumstance that makes all of a sudden today the day that they need to come in and get the parking? If anything, we need to be going the other way and putting more grass in our neighborhoods, having nice green grass in front of residential homes, whether they're rental properties or not, allowing people to pave front lawns. And really, it's not fair to the average taxpayer, in my mind. That's discussed yet. What pay to with the adjustments coming in the winter parking policy, the green space parking pass, so assuming the home still has green space to park on. Space parking pass is different than the parking permit we're talking about in the next resolution. The green space parking pass is the pass that you can come up and with the permission of the counselor of the ward and the police chief, you can actually park your car on your front lawn grass during the winter months. But in an qualify for the permit that we're about to vote on in the next resolution, we still do have this option. So that's still allowed. All this resolution is doing in the front of a resident. Any comments from the council? See none. Clerk, please.
Counselor McBrearty.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Will clerk please call Resolution 359?
Approve proposed amendments to the Code of the City of Oswego, Chapter 257, Vehicles and Traffic, Section 257-27, Winter Parking Restrictions.
Counselor McBurney, Counselor Hill. Any comments? We sounds like that is a specific situation to the design of the driveway. With the language in the law, we can probably work with your situation. And we appreciate you buying a home in the city and moving into our neighborhood. So I think we can work with the language as it exists, and you could qualify for a spot. And then the second speaker, that's really what this legislation is doing, is allowing for more spots for on-street parking if you do not have adequate parking. So there's some criteria, and if you fix that, we will allow for more cars at one home to be allowed to park in the road. Any comments from the council? No? Seeing none? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Will clerk, resolution 3.
Authorize mayor to enter into an agreement with Brown and Caldwell Engineers Incorporated for asset registry CMMS services at the West Side wastewater treatment plant.
Recording. Any comments?
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Will clerk please call resolution 361?
Authorize mayor to sign change order number 1 with Barrett Paving for the 2018 milling and paving project.
Counselor Wilmot, Counselor Tesario. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Clerk, please call resolution 362.
Authorize mayor to sign change order number 1 with Scriba Electric Incorporated for the East Side wastewater treatment plant dewatering equipment replacement project.
Counselor Cordino, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
363.
Authorize mayor to enter into an agreement with the Victor Orlando Wilson Foundation Incorporated for the Drug Abuse Resistance Education Program.
Counselor Tesario, Counselor Hill. Well, when I took office in early January 2016, the DARE program some years ago, I guess, was considered to have an outdated curriculum, and some were questioning how effective the program really was. Since then, they updated the curriculum and really have a new way of administering the program. So once that, we brought the DARE program through the Oswego Police Department back into city schools in spring of 2016. And this just takes a next step, working with Teresa and the Victor Orlando Wilson Foundation. They do great work, and it's an honor, quite frankly, to have city government and the Oswego Police Department partner with them. So happy to be a part of this, and I appreciate the council's support. From the council. Seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Clerk, please call resolution 364.
Accept proposal submitted by GHD Consulting Services Incorporated for the West Side Wastewater Treatment Plant Stormwater Pollution Prevention Project.
Counselor Tesario, Counselor Cordino. Any comments? Clerk, please.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Clerk, please call resolution 65.
Accept proposal submitted by Jacob A. Cooper to provide architectural services at the animal shelter as part of the New York State Companion Animal Capital Fund Grant.
Counselor McBurney, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Clerk, please call resolution 366.
Approved request to seek bids for the replacement of roofs on several city-owned buildings.
Counselor Tesario, Counselor Cordino. We've talked about the maintenance that we've been able to accomplish in the last 2.5, 3 years. This just keeps the momentum up. This is to request bids for a roof replacement at the hydro dam, the water plant, and a lift station, the lift station on East Cayuga Street. The hydro dam and water plant especially are pretty urgent at this point, and rather than let that problem continue and get worse and get more expensive, we'd like to address it right away, and it really just maintains the momentum in reinvesting back into city buildings. What's remarkable is when you can actually lower taxes and put the right amount of investment back into municipal buildings all at the same time. So as long as we're strategic and responsible about these replacements and purchases, we should be in good shape. Any other comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Resolution 367.
Grant blanket authorization to hold auctions through Auctions International.
Clerk Tesoriero, any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Clerk, please call Resolution 368.
Approve sponsorship of the CNY Great Pumpkin Festival for the year 2018.
Counselor Corradino, Counselor McBrady. This is a $3,000 sponsorship for Pumpkin Fest. We do it every year. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Will clerk please call Resolution 369?
Approve transfer of funds from within the fire department.
Counselor Hill, Counselor Tesorario. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Will clerk please call Resolution 370?
Approve transfer of funds from within the water department.
Counselor Corradino, Counselor Tesorario. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Will clerk please call Resolution 371?
Waive rules of the Common Council to present resolution number 372 from the floor without committee consideration.
Counselor Hill. Comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Will clerk please call Resolution 372?
Authorize mayor to enter into an agreement with Pyrotechnico for the fireworks display at the annual tree lighting and further authorize the city chamberlain to advance funds for the same.
Counselor Tesorario, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Will clerk please call the roll.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Any unfinished business to come before the council? Seeing none, I'll take a motion. Counselor Corradino, Counselor, please call the roll.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Tesario.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Resolution passes 502.
Being as adjourned.